back live. We're at the Ellingson booth, Ellingson Drainage at Big Iron, for Energy Matters, which is Energy and Ag Matters today, as a matter of fact. Brought to you in part by our friends at the Coalition for a Secure Energy Future and the Lignite Energy Council. They do so much good work and have for decades. You know, we have a 900-year supply of economically recoverable coal in this great state. You think about that. The affordable energy that provides, the reliable energy that provides is something you can't take for granted, honestly, because some people don't want it to be here. That's the simple truth. That's why there's a Coalition for a Secure Energy Future, and we need you to join that. You can do that online. Let your elected leaders know, hey, I like affordable electricity. I like reliable energy. Can you do me a favor and keep your hands off people? I like the high-quality jobs. I like what it does for our economy. I like that we're among only 7 states in the entire country that meet all federal air quality standards. And we're a coal state. What more do you need to know? SecureEnergyFuture.org. Next guest is going to talk a little coal with us today, a member of the Lignite Energy Council. Al King, General Manager of the Minnesota office of AZCO. That's a contractor and supplier. Al, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well, Scott. Thanks for having me.
Glad to have you. So tell me a little bit about AZCO's involvement with the lignite industry.
Sure. Well, we're a full-service mechanical contractor and based out of Appleton, Wisconsin, with regional offices in Minnesota and Colorado. And we've been supporting the lignite industry for many years now on plant outage and maintenance support, as well as large cap improvement projects.
So you're a Minnesota company, Wisconsin company, and obviously you're helping keep the plants going here. How does Minnesota benefit from that? Talk a little bit about companies like yours and how you benefit from the work at the lignite mines and plants.
Sure. So combined, the plants and the mines in the lignite energy industry plan to spend about $500 million in equipment, supplies, and maintenance in 2017. Those projects, like I said earlier, include maintenance and large cap improvement projects, and they do require specialized contractors like us that are experienced in executing complex projects on a safe, quality, and on time and budget basis.
Now, you said $500 million. That's the spend in 2017 just on capital improvements. Is that just on mines and plants in North Dakota?
Yes, that's just the lignite industry alone.
That's a big number.
It is, and we rely on those customers on an annual basis for that revenue.
And is there a spike because of some extra things going on, scrubbers or any unusual things, or is that pretty typical?
That's pretty typical. That does include outage and maintenance, which is on a regular basis, but it also includes environmental improvement projects.
Talking to Al King, he's the general manager of AZCO, contract supplier. He's a member of the Lignite Energy Council, and they have a Minnesota office, a Wisconsin company. And let's talk a little bit about that Great Plains Synfuels plant, which is obviously a big project, and I understand there's a urea plant that's being built up there. There's an example of one of the capital projects, but tell me about that one.
It's a byproduct of the Dakota Gas facility in Beulah, North Dakota. We were brought in as the primary mechanical contractor. We are supplying boilermaker, pipe fitter, iron worker, millwright, operator, carpenter, and labor support for that project. It's about a $400 million project altogether. It should be wrapping up later this year.
So that is what ultimately, all this good work, you think about this, all the people that do it, they're ultimately saying, okay, let's keep these plants going, these power plants going, and ultimately that leads to what I talked about earlier, reliable, affordable energy. And at peak capacity, how many customers impacted by lignite industry right here?
Well, I'm not sure exactly the total number of people, but I can tell you that AZCO alone supports probably 300 to 350 employees in North Dakota at peak during the course of our projects. this year, which totals about 400,000 man-hours of labor that was a direct result of those projects.
Yeah, and then again, specialized technicians come in, do the work efficiently and accurately so the industry can perform at peak capacity. Just found that number, 2 million electric customers in the upper Midwest that ultimately are served by the lignite industry. And they can't do that without folks like AZCO, and as you heard him talk about, the people that they're serving and how they're doing it. Fascinating. Al, anything else you want to say?
No, I don't think so. I really appreciate you having me on today, though.
Fascinating story, and I think we forget just, one by one, as you pointed out to us. Okay, the mines and plants spending about $500 million in capital improvements just in 2017. Well, with who? Where are they? Companies that ultimately have, employees and have money that trickles through the economy as well. So many ripple effects. It's sort of easy to forget how much work goes into this. Al, thank you for the update. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Scott. Have a good day.
You as well.